Chers auditeurs,
Dear listeners,
bonjour.
welcome to Comme d'Archi Podcast Season 7.
Saison 7, dans le monde fascinant des architectes.
And in the architectural projects.
Je suis Anne-Charlotte Deponte, passionnée d'architecture et docteur des universités en histoire de l'archi.
I am one of the spokespersons of Anne-Charlotte, who is a PhD in architecture history.
Merci.
Thank you
D'être avec moi aujourd'hui.
to be with us today.
Et
And
maintenant,
now,
lundi en français, place au talent.
and Wednesday, let's talk projects. In English, of course.
Bienvenue dans Comme d'Archi.
This podcast was produced in partnership with SYbois, the low-carbon, wood-frame, wall and facade construction solution. The SYbois concept is an art of thinking a wall around its opening, the joinery, which it integrates. Visit www.SYbois.com.
Hello everyone. Hello Noémie Aureau.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today. You are architect. In 2 or 3 sentences, could you introduce us to your architectural practice?
So I founded Atelier No'Au 2 years and a half ago, after having worked for Renzo Piano Building Workshop in Paris for about 8 years.
Oh,
Yeah, quite a long time.
impressive background.
Amazing experience, which was a perfect combination between technology and architecture, because Renzo Piano's architecture is an excellent combination between technique and architecture. And 2 years ago, I decided to jump to create my own practice. I wanted to give it a try. Otherwise, I would have blamed myself in 10 years' time not to have tried at least to create my own office. I mean, it was really a dream from childhood, becoming an architect with my own practice. So I really wanted to try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but so far so good. We already have some projects in development, and soon one of them will be delivered on site. So we are really glad to see the drawings becoming real construction. And I'm very proud to see that from scratch we can design something that is meaningful out of timber for this project with SYbois.
Yes.
It's a project in Brittany it's a resort, and we are building 82 new bedrooms split in different buildings. We have 9 buildings facing the sea. The project, the club is called The Ocean Gates. It's in Brittany. And we are using an approach, could be called design for assembly, because we are using different components which are completely manufactured off-site. So at SYbois and Matisse, and also at Eiffage, because all the bathrooms are fully manufactured off-site as well. Not only the shell and structure of the buildings, which are completely manufactured with wood. We are using a wooden frame for the facade, which come to the site fully clad. Also, we have timber components for the roof, and the walls and the floors are also manufactured out of CLT, cross-laminated timber. And I think, it's a very interesting project that is super fast. Only 7 months on site, so it's really a fast track, and so far so good. All the pieces are coming together nicely, so we are very satisfied, and we can't wait to see delivered in 2 months and fully finished.
Okay, bravo. Your collaboration with SYbois is very interesting.
Yeah, SYbois was really a great asset of the success of the operation, because Since they came aboard, they really followed what we had developed and brought their expertise to create really very high engineered components for the facade components, which come in parts, including the windows, all the structure and the cladding as well. But for the stone, which is added by masons on site. So we are very highly finished elements that come to the site, which is really a guarantee of a very well executed building on site. Yes. We also developed another project, which is at the moment on hold because of COVID, but it was really a very nice experience and who gave me this idea of launching my own practice. It's a very untypical project because it's for a panoramic restaurant that can rotate in a very nice environment. It's a national park on an island in the mountains, and the brief of the client was to have a space that would allow to have a restaurant in which you can see at 360 degrees during a meal. So we took this brief and we say, okay, maybe we won't have all the shell rotating, but only the floors to have something that is not super demanding in terms of energy consumption. And but we developed a very nice geometry in timber with different CLT arches that are radiating around a central cord made out of concrete. And the timber is all glazed, and we are using natural ventilation to create a central shaft that can make the air coming at the base and just like a chimney extract hot air. So we don't have a climatization in the restaurant. So the studies were quite advanced. So I'm really hoping to find a new way to have this project come true at some point. But it was a very good experience to develop a very demanding and technical project, showing that you can also have something that is poetic and nicely inscribed in its environment.
Okay. We understand your strong background in the Polytechnic School, engineer school in France.
Yeah, Polytechnic is quite special.
Because you are architect and engineer.
Yes. I started as an engineer and I then graduated as an architect. And engineering is a wonderful way of approaching architecture because it's opening up your mind to a lot of different subjects, from math, of course, to chemistry and energy, biology, biodiversity, which were all classes I followed as a student at Polytechnic. And I'm using these skills every day in my practice as an architect. Also because as an architect, you have to be in contact with many different people from very different backgrounds. And I think it's really a useful skill to have, to be able to interact with very different people and to, yeah.
Would you like to work abroad?
I would love to. I used to work a lot abroad at Renzo Piano's office. Most of my the project I worked on were abroad. So when I started my own office, I was a bit new to the French market because obviously I had no, apart from the Tribunal de Paris, I had never worked in France. I used to work in London before I joined Renzo Piano Building Workshop, so I had very few references in France. So yeah, working abroad is definitely something I would love to go back to.
Okay, bravo. Thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank
And bye-bye, everyone. See you next Wednesday for our Comme d'Archi in English. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, Anne-Charlotte.
You're welcome, of course. Goodbye.
This podcast was produced in partnership with SYbois, the low-carbon wood frame, wall and facade construction solution. The SYbois concept is an art of thinking a wall around its opening, the joinery, which it integrates. Visit www.sybois, SYbois.com.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to tune in to our previous content on Instagram at Comme d'Archi Podcast. If you like it, make sure to promote the podcast by giving it 5 stars on Apple Podcast and adding a comment, or on any of your favorite podcast platforms. And don't forget to subscribe and listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.